No one hates low-income housing more than me. It's insane. This is a Democrat thing. And obviously, so when everything, I have good friends that live in the Palisades. When everything started happening, everyone said the same thing. They were like, this is a land grab. You know why we were saying that? Because we had also just seen what happened in Hawaii. I mean, I'll put my tinfoil hat on for a minute and I'll make things really simple. It seems like they were doing a little meeting in Hawaii about, potentially a 15-minute city coming. And then all of a sudden, Hawaii's just burned to the ground. And then these people are like, no, you can't really come back here. And actually, we're just going to buy your house from you. There was also some cars left that were blue. Apparently, like lasers don't pick up on blue. So it's some trash cans as well. But anyways, what would I know about any of that? That was all clearly an accident. The government had nothing to do with it. And then you see what's going on here. So this is a clip from, once again, Spencer Pratt, King of the Palisades. We love him.
Listen up, California. We need to fight fast. Gavin Newsom let the Palisades burn and is now pushing SB 782 to make disaster victims pay for rebuilding. But do we get a say in how our money is spent? No. This bill would take our money to fund everything from low-income housing to explosive battery storage. It's a blank check to take your money when your house burns. Is that why Karen Bass endorsed it? SB 782 turns wildfires into a cash cow for officials and NGO bureaucrats who want to replace your community with something unrecognizable. Do you know how many cities in California are broke, surrounded by overgrowth, ready to burn? California, call your assembly member and vote no. This happens on Tuesday, September 2nd. You need to call now. No on SB 782.
By the way, we recently drove to Malibu. Obviously, you can see in this how bad things are. When you drive through it, it's like, I can't even describe it, like, emotionally. It's insane. Like, I grew up here. It's not like we really see natural disasters very much here. It is so heartbreaking to see. So yeah, he's being like, hey, so sorry your house burned to the ground and you lost everything, but we're going to take your money and we're going to build affordable housing and a bunch of other horrible things, while totally disregarding the fact that all these other places in the city are also on high alert and can easily burn to the ground, and they're doing nothing about those. So that's what's going on. What's crazy is, before all this happened, you'll see low-income housing in places like Santa Monica. And as someone who, isn't an expert on this, I'd be like, not only can they not afford to live there, so I don't understand this, I'm like, why is it, if you are someone who does not make enough money and the government has to assist you, why do you get, prime real estate? As a normal person, that makes no sense. Imagine living in a building paying God knows what, $30,000, $50,000 on your mortgage every month. But then you have apartment buildings near you with people who can't even pay rent, and the government has to step in. I'm sorry, do you think that's going to increase your life or the value of your home? Do you think that's going to bring anything? And then guess what they're going to have to do? Yeah, they're going to have to put buses everywhere and bus stops. There'll be crackheads sleeping on those. It's going to bring in kids from the hood. Sorry, this is literally a fact. One of my friends' families are very liberal and they hate Trump because he's racist, and they voted for Democrats. Guess what they put it? Oh, I love this. I love when real life hits these people. Guess what they put in her parents' neighborhood? And keep in mind, it's not a billionaire family, okay? A home means everything to them, just like it meant everything to these people. Affordable housing. Guess what happens when affordable housing comes in? Oh, and by the way, most of those buildings don't have parking. Let me just add that in. I guess your property value? Oh, you think that's going up? Absolutely not. If anything, it's going down. Crime goes up. Goodbye parking. That's gone. And I'm like, oh, wait, so all of a sudden, you guys are realizing there's real life consequences to these things. And once it affects you, you all of a sudden care. So yeah, it will just turn Palisades it'll just be another, it's like West Hollywood, but even worse, which I would say most people know that Palisades was the most pristine, beautiful, well-kept, incredible part of Los Angeles. I mean, what happened will be it is a tragedy, and it will never be the same again. Never. But now is the time where we can at least try to stop some of the damage these sickos are trying to do. This is such a tragedy that it's even on Trump's radar. Thank God. He was like, can you imagine being so stupid as to destroy one of the best areas in the United States by building low-income housing there? These people must be having a fit. Yes, they are. I'm friends with these people there. They are throwing a fit because they know that this will take this one, once perfect place, and it's just going to look like every part of Los Angeles that, no offense, sucks. It's going to be like Highland Park. It's going to look like Silver Lake, like even Santa Monica. Look how downhill Santa Monica. Nordstrom's is leaving Santa Monica. I mean, recently they passed, oh, you can drink in public as long as you're on the strip in Santa Monica. I'm like, who's running this place? How do you think that's a good idea? It's trashy enough down there. Hey, maybe you prosecute some of the crime, because all the videos we see of, how do we say this? The typical profile stealing, running out of stores with 5,000 handbags in their hands, which happened, I think, a couple weeks ago at Chanel. I'm just like, you know what? It makes sense that most liberals are atheists because I'm like, they've created hell. We have to live in hell with them. That's why they're atheists. It makes sense. That's why people of some spirituality, we look around and we're like, okay, this is like hell, but that's okay. We can make things better. They've just given up. They're demons. Trust me. These people attack me on the street. When you look at them, they argue with you. They literally have black eyes. Especially you, Peter Morgan. Go fuck yourself.
These 1,200 plus units, you can see these units are not just in every case for one individual, multiple individuals in these units. We're hoping to get them constructed in a matter of months, not years. I wanted to say this summer, my staff said press will attack us if we fall short, so we're saying the fall.
He's such a pathological liar. So he's talking about, it's funny. So if you go in Brentwood, they built a bunch of these little tiny homes for the veterans, which is great. I always support helping them. But I used to live in Pasadena. If you go from downtown to Pasadena along, I believe, the 110, there's a bunch of those little tiny homes as well. Okay, first of all, they look insane. Imagine being a tourist and coming here and you look over and it's just some ghetto, rotting landscape. And it's just a bunch of tiny homes. Okay, they cost us $750 million. Guarantee you. Oh, for 1,200 of them. Sorry, I'm not good at math. What's the math on that? Okay, so pretty much we could have put each one of those people, sure, they're lovely, contributing hard people, in seriously a $9 million home. They each could have had, the math doesn't make sense. And then what's funny about him is every time he does this stuff, the math doesn't make sense. And then he's never investigated on any of it. But one of my good friends, I'm on Fox with him a lot, he was like, when I say billions of dollars are going down the drain to fund Newsom's failed initiatives in California, this is the math he came up with. I don't know, it's probably checks out. $24 billion for homelessness. I can't even believe that's billion with a B. If that was with an M, I would still be disgusted, but a B is actually clinically insane. $128 billion for, the high-speed rail. Where is it? Where is it and where's it going? Because none of us know. What is that, $33 billion for climate? Well, I mean, clearly he cares about the climate. That's why he didn't, do anything with all the brush that burned the city to the ground. By the way, you care about climate. I'm like, you let the city burn to the ground and all that stuff went into the ocean. The ocean and the air is literally poisoning us. People are literally going to die and have cancer from the air we breathe after those fires, by the way. Apparently someone was saying it was worse than 9/11. So, hope you guys are on, I don't know, NAD or something. 33 billion lost to unemployment fraud. Oh, I wonder if the unemployment fraud is some of the people that we're putting in these homes. So yeah, he's like, it's time to wait. It's so funny. I love him out of everybody, out of all the corrupt Democrats, him talking about wasting money is actually crazy. He was also saying how, Trump's a dictator. And I was like, remember when he arrested that guy on the paddleboard by himself in the middle of the ocean? I was like, Trump's the dictator though. Okay. I lived here through the pandemic. California was one of, besides New York, I think the worst place to live. I remember, we couldn't leave our house and we're like, oh, I think I'm going to go to jail for, going to Trader Joe's. Actually insane. When I would literally hike in Los Feliz, it was you're going to get a fine if you don't wear a mask. I'm like, did you guys recently write that into the fucking law? Is that even a real thing? You can just one day be like, there's a pandemic, I'm going to fine you if you don't have a mask on. I'd be like, okay, well, what proof? I never wore a mask. That's why everyone wanted to kill me. Called me a grandma killer.